Hey everyone, Kaylee here with Cloud Media Marketing, and today on this episode I'm going to show you a very useful program that you can use to create social media content. Now, in past videos we've talked a lot about how to use software, how to use Facebook and Twitter and different social media accounts. So we've also talked about kind of what to put on those accounts. But today I'm going to show you how to actually design something. So what we're going to design is this piece of content right here, and it's a quote on a background with my logo, and we're going to use this. We're going to use this software. It's called Canva. It's a free web cloud-based software called Canva.com. CANVA.com, and it's really cool. There are paid options. There's paid things that you could do on it, and to expand it even more. But everything that we're going to do today is free and it's really quick. So the coolest thing I think about this is you have these templates that you start out with. So Facebook post is what we're going to actually create. But there's things like posters, presentations. It's like a PowerPoint slide. There's this button over here that you can click and see even more. There's tons of options. I highly recommend the software. Alright, so let's take one more look at the finished piece, and we are going to duplicate that and just make it here. So we start with a blank template, and again, this is a Facebook post. So I went to canva.com and I clicked Facebook post. Now these are my popular design types, but once you start using this and you use the same template all over and over again, it'll also show up here for you. So I open a blank template, and the first thing I'm going to do is make the background a purple color. And because I'm going to duplicate this exactly, I'm going to show you how to make sure that you copy the same color. So this code that I'm highlighting and hitting Control-C for copy is called a hex code, and to find that on anything, so any piece that you highlight that has a color, just click. Right now I'm doing the background, and click the color, the plus sign, and then it shows up right there. So then I go to the piece that I'm working on, the color box, plus sign, and then I can paste the actual color I want to use there. Now we need to add the text. So very quickly, add text. Because I already have this typed out here, I'm going to, and I'll do copy over this way, go over here. This is highlighted, so I could just hit Control Paste or right click paste. I happen to know that it's size 72 that I want, but if you don't know, you just play around with it. Just make sure you highlight the text, click the size, and change it to whatever you're looking for, and you feel free to play along with this, play around with it. Again, because we're duplicating this, I'm looking over here. This font is called Oswald, so I'm going to find Oswald in the text, the font options. It's in alphabetical order. So I'm just going to go ahead and scroll down. Oswald is a nice thick, bold typeface, so it'll show up nicely on here. And we have text color, so again I'm going to go find my text color. I'm going to go back over here, highlight all this, find the text color, and one cool thing that Canva is doing is when you're working on a project, the template colors that you start using show up right here. So we started out with no colors, now we have these two colors. And those are the only two colors I'm going to use in this piece of content. So I'm just going to resize this a little bit, make the text box, and you can see the dotted lines that show up are guide lines. This means that I am horizontally centered in the middle of the piece. I'm going to move this up and down until I see the, now you can see both. There we go. Both the horizontal and vertical alignment is in the center, so I'm going to leave that there. And quick look back over here, you can see that the text still doesn't look quite the same, and that is because I've resized the spacing between the lines and between the letters. So to do that, again, you have to just click into the text box, and you'll see the little ant line there. Click the down arrow, and here you have more options. So you can bold or unbold, you can make everything uppercase, or not. You can make it a bullet pointed list. You can left center it, center, right. You can copy this to duplicate. You can make this a link. You can change the transparency. I'm just going to go to text spacing. The letter spacing, I'm going to make it a little bit wider. And I'm going to bring the line height closer together. So that looks pretty similar to what I have created already. Now we need to add the lines. Now over on the left hand side you have these options. You can search, you have layout, and this is the template that I started with originally. I'm just showing how to build it from scratch. And then you have elements, and Canva has free photos that you can choose from for backgrounds or for piece in the content. Everything here that's marked free is free. Everything else is $1 a piece. Okay, so we have this grid option here. We have frames that you can put in, and you can just play around all these things. Shapes are very handy for a lot of projects. But today, right now, we're going to use a line. We're going to use this basic line piece. And I accidentally put a frame over that, so I just hit the undo button a couple of times. Now we just have to add the line again, so simply click on it. You can see it's a little bit thicker, so the fastest way I have learned how to do lines is first change the color, get it to how you want, then bring the corner, they call these little buttons handles, so click and drag that down till you get the thickness that you're looking for, and then use this is going to be a little difficult at this size, use the straight arrow to make it longer. So I'm going to make this a little bit if I can. There we go. Make it about that size, and take a quick look over here. This one's a little bit smaller, but I'm going to leave this for now. I'm going to copy it because there were two, so simply click the copy button. Now I can drag this down. Now these elements will line up with each other, and you can see the left, right, and center are all aligned because it's exactly the same size as the top line. So I click to where I want it, drag, drop, and it's already the color that I need it to be, so there we go. Now there's a little quote symbol at the top here, so I'm going to simply, in the box, type in quote, enter, and I can choose any one of these that I want. And again, you can see some of these are $1, some of them are free, so I'm just going to go ahead and select this one. Coming back over to our design, change this to the dark purple color. I can rotate or move this to wherever I want. Bring it up to the top. I'm going to make it straight, and it clicks. You can see it really like jumps to the bottom there. I don't know if you could see it. That just means that it's straight up and down, so we don't really have to worry about it. Down here I have this little text. This says Cloud Media Marketing. We are getting a little close to the end of the time, so I'm going to forget that piece. But over to the left, we have Uploads tab. So again, we have the layouts, the search, the elements, the text, background, and uploads. When you upload your own images, you can connect to Facebook, you can upload. I'm just going to find the Cloud Media Marketing logo that I've already uploaded, and then resize that and put that into the spot towards the bottom that I wanted it, and now I am done. Now all I have to do is make sure that this is saved, hit download, download it as a PNG for web if I'm going to put this on Facebook, and that is all you have to do. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, Kaylee, Cloud Media Marketing.